Imagine a world where borders are no barriers to love. Welcome to African Abroad Date, a platform for Africans living in the US, Canada, Europe, Australia, and beyond seeking meaningful connections. We've been in the business of love for over 5 years, helping millions find their match. We offer a community where you can search for potential partners based on location, profession, and more. Our profiles are verified, and we provide options to maintain your privacy. Our mission: to help you find lasting love no matter where you are. Sign up today at www.africanabroaddate.com. Bid loneliness goodbye. Let love cross borders, because with African Abroad Date, you're never alone.
Okay, CB and Luke, please come back when you're ready. Sorry, I was sharing. And also, Luke, I couldn't send the link to Miss Samantha. Please, if you can, send her the link and even the topics. I don't know what I was thinking. Like I said, it's been a tough week over here, and I've been congested all week, and it was just hard to go through the day. But I made it through, thank God. So, guys, can you hear me now? So, Luke and CB, please, when you're ready, come back to the studio. Sorry, I was busy kind of doing some sharing in the background. And I was also saying that I did not have the chance to send the info to Samantha. So, look, if you can do that, please do it, and come in the studio so we can get started. Oh, yes, 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 Lord. In your sufficiency. All right, everyone. How are you doing? Let me know in the comment section if you're here. Please share in the comments. Let me know that you can hear me. And also stop by to say hello. How are you? Today we are going to be studying a case. We're going to be studying a case. There's this influencer. Hey, CB is back. Hold on. Hey, CB.
Uh-huh. Hi, ma'am.
CB,
Happy Sunday.
happy Sunday. I said, hey, CB. And Siri thought that I was talking to her. And she went like, uh-huh.
Okay.
Your volume is
How are you
very low, CB. I'm good. I'm a little bit congested, as you can hear from my voice. Since the last the wakekeeping, We had people coming over, and since then I've been congested. I know it's not the flu, it's not the COVID, but they said that there's another type of COVID that is circulating now. So I'm thinking that I may have caught that.
I'm so sorry.
Thank
Once
you.
again, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the burial was yesterday, and by the grace of God, everything went fine. So we
Oh,
thank God
very
for
good.
that.
Yeah. May the good Lord grant him eternal rest in Jesus'
Amen.
name.
Amen. So how was your week?
It was hectic,
You
stressful,
s-
but I thank God.
it was hectic, you said?
Yes, Lord.
Are you using are you on speaker? Your voice is
No,
fading.
I'm using earpiece. Are you talking about me or Luke?
You, Luke is not even here yet. You, because your voice start out really good and then start fading.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. What about now? What about now?
it's better.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, it's better now. Okay. I was also telling Luke to share with Samantha the details. I'm sorry, like I stayed up late last night trying to get everything ready for today just because my week was like just like yours, TB. My week was hectic as well.
So
Okay.
sorry. You actually look stressed. You need to relax.
I am congested. Like I can barely breathe through my nose.
Wow.
I can
So
barely
sorry.
breathe through my nose. Ah, guys, let us
Well,
know that you hear that you can hear us. Please comment and like and share. Comment and
where's
like and
Exy?
share. Who?
Exy is not here. That's unlike him.
I know. I don't know where XD is. I don't know. He's probably busy doing some other stuff. I sent him a message yesterday. He has not replied. So I assume that he's probably maybe he hasn't seen it or maybe he's just busy. People do take breaks sometime from social media. So I don't know. Okay. I was going to share a small video with us today because that's what we're going to be talking about. That is what we are going to be talking about today. Let me let me look for it. Okay. All right. So CB, let's get into
Yes, son.
today's topic. Yeah, let's get it. Let's dive into today's topic. So traditionally we know that men are providers in a relationship, right? And
Yes.
few weeks ago I had my friend JJ Tima who wrote the book Men Manifesto. He came here and he did an amazing presentation, just kind of teaching the guys how to treat their woman right. And one of the things that he mentioned was the 4 P's. He said that the man has 4 responsibilities towards his woman, and he tied the whole thing down to the 4 P's. And one of the 4 P's was to being a provider, right? I don't know
Mm.
if yeah, I don't know if you were here, but one of the 4 P's was to being a provider. So what is your take around that? Like, are you from the traditional? I don't know if you have talked about that here before, but are you from that traditional school of thought that believe that the man should be providing in a relationship? And how comfortable are you taking the role of a provider in your own relationship?
I think that a man is the provider, but
Okay.
a woman can still assist him so that he doesn't get burnt out with responsibilities and bills. But I'm not okay being the provider. I'm not okay doing that. Not okay. I just want to be the kind of woman that will support her man, not provide for my man. No, I'm not okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, and what impact do you think that role reversal has in modern relationship? Like how impactful it is when a woman becomes the provider in a relationship.
When a
What
woman becomes the
what are the
provider,
pro and the cons?
okay, if she's no, when a woman takes over the role of providing for the family, it can be very overwhelming. She might just lash out. And, naturally, we are emotional. Women are more emotional than men. So, if she does that for like 3 months, 6 months, let's say after a year, she'll be tired.
Yeah.
That's why no matter what um you're going through as a man, you have to try and get back on your feet somehow, no matter how little it is. Don't never allow a woman to become the sole provider with the excuse of I'm not getting a job. That's why you're a man. Go out there and look for something to do.
Yeah.
That woman is providing, she's still doing chores because Coach Michelle, there are some men that okay, fine, you don't have a job, right? Help around the house. Don't let her go out, hustle for the money, and come back home, still do chores, and then submit to you, and then still play her role in the bedroom. There are women that are actually going through what I just said. So I kind of feel like you can't expect a woman who is doing all of these things to love, respect, and submit to you. It's not fair. They're always using this word submission, submission. But what are you doing as a man to make sure that when I'm submitting to you, I don't feel like a slave submitting to you? Because if I'm providing for you and I'm still the one doing the chores because your ego cannot handle it, I cannot submit to you. I'm sorry. I won't submit to you. There's a reason why the Bible said and Adam should till the soil. The Bible did not say Eve should till the soil. So that responsibility is solely yours. It's just that the society right now, women are working, women can contribute. So just because I can work and contribute, that does not mean that you should be okay sitting down doing absolutely nothing. If you're not providing, you should be doing the chores. I can't. That's why a lot of women, or let me say some women, are looking older than their age because they are stressed out. You are taking on the responsibility of a man and a woman. Not to mention that being a mother can be overwhelming too. And
Yeah.
motherhood, like Samantha pointed out the last time we had a session here, is 24 hours. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 4 weeks in a month, and 12 months in a year, and so on and so forth. There's no break for motherhood. You will see a situation whereby a man is done from work, maybe he closed early from work, and instead of coming straight home, he goes to the bar. Not because there's anything going on at home, but some of them, when you ask them, I want to go home, they'll be like, you know what, the kids are still up. I don't want all that noise. I just want to relax and clear my head. So your wife does not deserve to relax.
Yeah.
It's just you who deserves to relax. I kind of feel like the society is being too hard on women, despite the fact that we are trying to support men these days. I'm not okay with. a woman who is providing, doing the chores, submitting, and still attending to her husband in the bedroom. That's a lot. When I think about it, I just get tired on their behalf. Like, I get tired. Yes, I get tired. I'm like, what is this? Why should you go through all of that? Why? There are some couples, when you see them, when you look at the husband and wife, the woman is either looking like her husband's elder sister or she's looking like his mom, while the man is looking all fresh and all. So no matter what it is, if you lose your job, it's okay for your woman to support you, but try and get on your feet. Even if you cannot get to the place where you were before, try and get at least half of it so that the woman will know you're trying. We women naturally like to support men that are, that are willing to work. We can see that you're hardworking. We can see that you're making an effort. Not the one that will just sit down there and be watching you doing everything. You now like, is the food not ready? You've been home since morning. I went out to work. You are supposed to be useful in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be useful in the kitchen. You want respect, you have to earn it. I'm not going to go to work knowing fully well that all the bills are on me. Come back home and cook your meals while you sit down and watch TV. Never. It's not going to happen. Sometimes when I air my opinion, like this, people like, you're a feminist, you're being too hard, you need to calm down, you need to reduce your expectations and all of that. With the way I am right now, the older I get, the more I don't want to be stressed. Yes, the older I get, the more I don't want to be stressed. I don't want to be stressed. Me, I started working when I was 16. When I was 15, I was done with secondary school. It was that since I'm the kind of person that I like clothes, I like fashion, bags, all of that. That was a motivation. No one told me to go out there to look for a job. I've been working since I was 16, so I know how to hustle. But then sometimes when you show a man that you can hustle, they end up taking advantage of you. They'll be like, okay, you're strong. So when we say we are strong, we are not saying we are matching your energy. That's not what we mean. We mean in our own capacity, we are doing our best as women. Although I don't agree with the saying that what a man can do, a woman can do better. I used to think like that before, but
Coach
now
Miss,
I don't think like that anymore. I don't think like that anymore. I kind of feel like it's not everything a man can do that a woman can do better. No, there's a reason why men
To
were created in a certain
Excuse
way.
me, Princess. Let me welcome everyone that just joined in now. Today, we are talking about the impact of roles reversal in a relationship. Like when the woman start doing all the things that were expected from the man. How does that impact the relationship? This is what we're talking about. So, if you've been here and then you yourself have been in a relationship where the roles were reversed, you find yourself doing things that the man was supposed to do, or the man found himself doing the things that the woman was supposed to do. How did that impact that relationship? This is what we are talking about today. So you're welcome here. Let us know in the comment section your thoughts. Go ahead, CB. Sorry.
Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say is when my man is down, I'll support him, but I need to see him making effort to get back on his feet. Otherwise, I'm out. Emphasis on effort. You need to make effort to get back to where you were. Even if you cannot get back to that place, at least just go meet me halfway. I don't want to be the only one doing it because that's not my role. Being a mother is a lot already, so I cannot add providing for the family to it and then submitting. No, I can't do all of that.
And I
That's
completely
just
and I
it.
totally agree with you. And when this happened, my question is always this: why do we do that? Why do we women overstep to over support, to over provide, and even become the protector in the relationship? What is the motivation? I'm pretty sure that if we were talking with a psychologist here, I'm pretty sure that is deep and is deep into the subconscious. Whatever that thing it is that is pushing us to step and take the place of the man in a relationship. Now, today I'm going to share a small video. This woman, and my disclaimer is that the reason why we're talking about her today is not to criticize her, is not to judge her, is not to condemn her. But it's just that I heard this video, I listened to her video. She went live, and the live just escalated, because when she was live, her boyfriend, with whom they have like 1 or 2 kids, and she has other kids before him. She's very influential, over 1 million followers on social medias. So she was live, and she was just pouring her heart out there, telling how it's always been difficult for her, because in her relationship she gives all to that relationship, but in return she gets like neglected, insulted, despised, and all these things. And while she was talking, the guy was in the room, and he started replying to her, and they just went off in front of the whole public. There were like over 400 people in that video watching, and they just started, and she was crying, and she even got to a place where she was like, I'm gonna die, what is, and it just broke my heart. And I was like, we need to talk about these things, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going through these things, but they don't have the courage to talk about it. Okay, so I'm going to share her video with you guys. I did my best. The video was in French, so I had to go find a software that could translate it in English. So it's not going to be perfect, but it will kind of serve what we're trying to do today. So let's listen to her.
In love. Most of my responsibilities have been, I take care of the man, I handle it, I do everything. You see, everything that needs to be done. You come to apologize, you endure. When you get hurt, you snap, and you're the bad one. Me, in my relationships, I have always been both man and woman. Understand what it means. It means accumulating, being a wise woman, cooking, fixing, enduring, giving birth, pleasing, keeping people at bay, everything. Then I'm always the bad one. When let myself be taken advantage of because I do too much, and in return, do you know how I am repaid? Bad, always bad. And when you snap, you're rude, you're not okay, you're not this. But when you give everything needed, you're the nicest. It's always been like that for me. They've loved me. When I give everything, I'm the nicest. When things go wrong, I'm the worst, actually. You see, when you say make an effort not to break men's bones, I didn't have much hope. I'm going to tell you a truth. Even if you see here, I'm not my perfect self. My only flaw is when I love a man, I give him everything. I'll give him everything. I'll give everything and get treated badly in return. That's being rebellious. Bets. Do your art, I accept. Insult me if you want, call me dumb, call me the dumbest of the dumb. It's me, I accept, I'm the dumbest of the dumb women. It's Vanessa, the dumbest species. Because I break everything in return.
All right, so this happened about 2 weeks ago. And the video was like 10 minutes. It was like a 10-minute live, because after some time they were like, it was just it escalated in her house with the man, and they were like insulting each other live. And at some point she had to stop. So, but she said something like, I give everything. I'm the one who provided this relationship. I take care of the kids. She said the kid is me. The bills is me. The cooking is me. The cleaning is me. And then when I snap, because like you said that earlier, Prince CB, you said earlier that it's easy for the woman to just snap when she's the one doing all those things. And that's kind of like, I think that's what happened. She got frustrated and she said something, and the man ignored her for 3 days. He wouldn't talk to her. And that's what, like, during the video when they were like exchanging words, she said to him that it's been 3 days, you have not said anything to me, even though I apologized, even though I came and asked you what you wanted to eat, you wouldn't talk to me. And the way you even looked at me, no one has ever looked at me like that, like I was just a kind of rubbish, like you looked at me like you call me dirty, you call me all kind of words. And it's just, and she's like, you, I don't know what you want me to do. And my thing is that when I love, I give everything. And that got me thinking. But before
I have
I proceed, what was your impression from that video, CB?
before I will say anything, I want to know if she has been doing all of that from the beginning, or she just started doing it, you know, as their relationship progressed. I want to know, was she like that from the beginning, or I really need to know that part.
From what you hear, she said, because someone commented that you have to stop like having so many men in your life, like you have to be focused. She's like, I have not had too many men in my life. My only issue is that when I love a man, I give everything. So that's
Yes,
her.
I can relate to that. I can relate to that, to her
That's her
saying
style.
that.
You understand? That's her style. She said, when I love a man, I give everything. And she
And
said
that
that.
right there is the problem. I think the Bible did not make a mistake when he said women should respect their husbands and their husbands should love their wife. Bible didn't really say we should love our husbands. I think that's the problem. When we try to love these men, they end up hurting our feelings. They end up acting like they're doing us a favor by marrying us, or by just being in our lives, they're doing us a favor or something. It's annoying. Like, okay, imagine her taking care of the kids, the bills, the chores, everything is on her. Just one woman. Women with I don't look, I don't like to hear men say, just because she paid the bills for 1 month, she's complaining. I've been paying the bills for years. I never complain. Oh God, that's your responsibility. We have the right to complain, because that's not the role we are meant to play. Why am I with you if I'm taking up your role? That's why I said it depends on the man. If the man is making effort to get back on his feet, then yes, I'll stick with you. But if you're just there, you're sitting down like a prince while I go out there to hustle, man, I don't have any respect for you. I'm not going to have any respect for you. You have to be doing something. I have to see you making effort. Is that effort that will make me say, okay, I can be patient? And is that effort that will make me say, okay, I'm going to see if I can also find a way to get this man a job, or maybe submit his business proposal, his CV, anything. I'll also be making effort so that, we don't know where his breakthrough will come from. I don't know if you're understanding me. So
Yes.
in that case, like I said before, that effort to me will make me stick with you. But if you're just sitting at home, you're not doing anything, man, I'm out though. There's no preaching from any man of God that will make me stay in that marriage or relationship, because I cannot be doing everything while you're taking me for granted. Because listening to this lady now, I can literally feel her pain. He took her for granted. And I think in his head, he's thinking he did her a favor by marrying her. And when a woman, when so
And they're not even
I
married.
I was
They have
okay,
kids, but
okay,
they're not married.
okay. That's the mistake right there. That's the reason why he doesn't value her. That's the reason why he doesn't have respect for her. I was chatting with a friend of mine, and I was like, I don't understand why women continue to give birth. You know that your financial situation is not okay, and you're giving birth, and they keep using this excuse of it's God that gives children. And in some parts of Nigeria here, Coach Michelle, these men will leave all the responsibilities to these women, and you keep getting pregnant. And then tomorrow you will say men are wicked. No, you don't value yourself. You don't value yourself. You don't value your health too. Because why are you giving birth when you know you are not financially okay to cater for those children? Why are you giving birth?
Yeah.
I keep saying all this, but when you talk now, they'll say you're a feminist. You are too hard. You
But
have so many
and
rules.
it's
You're
and it's
this,
just
you're
common
that.
sense, though. It's just common sense.
Okay, Coach Michelle, my ex, we recently broke up. In fact, I've never felt so relieved. Do you know that I
Oh,
was trying to help this guy get a job? I was trying to help him get a job, and my cousin actually promised me to, put in a word for him. In fact, my cousin is connected. That job that he was seeking for, he has a very good CV. He would have
yeah,
gotten the job. But then he messed up. When I told him the salary range, he was like, wow. He was like, so if you're disconnected, why are you working? I told him, I said, look, I might get that job and I will not do so well. Right now, I'm
yeah,
not at, I'm right now, I don't want to, the way I'm living my life right now, I'm already an entrepreneur, even though it's small. At
yes,
least I'm trying to train myself and condition my life in a way that it will be easy for me to still work and take care of my home. Because if I can't be doing a 9 to 5 as a married woman. So that was why I told myself 3 4 years ago that I'm done working for people. I
yeah,
want to be able to control my time. That will help me, whoever I'm getting married to will already understand that okay, my wife can still manage the house while she goes to the shop and make sales and
yeah,
all of that. So we're since we're actually looking at marriage now, I tried to get him that job. In fact, the job actually came through. But hey, he was acting weird and
wow,
giving me attitude and all of that. So let me go back to what I said before, that maybe women should stop loving men.
but
Every day I come on social media, I see where men are complaining, people don't want to struggle with a man, you don't want to build with a man, you don't want to do this, you don't want to support a man. The ones that are supporting the men, they are taking them for granted. They are seeing you as being desperate. But I'll see in the future you have a very good CV. I'm not going to dispute that. I'm not going to say anything bad about the CV is awesome. You can get a job of 700K in
yeah,
Nigeria now. That's a lot. That's a lot of money monthly. We had everything all figured out and planned out. But guess what? He wanted me to be sending him money as if, okay, I'm already getting you a job. And if
no.
you were smart enough, you would have gotten that job. Even if you were going to break up with me, at least I'll know that yes, okay, yeah, I did something for you. You can never forget me.
Was that
You
was that what
understand?
was that laziness or just unwillingness or
I
what?
think I think men from that particular tribe, I'm not going to mention, they're usually lazy.
Okay.
So when I say I felt relieved that the relationship was over, I
Yes.
I I I I I meant it. Like it feels like a heavy burden has been lifted off my
Off
shoulder
your
because I'm a
shoulders.
hustler. So I need someone to match my hustling energy too.
Yes.
I
And
need
I
a man
feel
that will
like
match that.
one thing that I really
Um,
like about you, CB, is that you know what you want. And you are
I know what I
okay.
want.
You are okay being alone than compromising. You know,
No, I can't.
a lot of our sisters today, we get into marriages, relationship just for the sake of being married or for being in a relationship, and we struggle through it. So I like that about you. And I really pray that
Thank
God
you.
grants you what you're looking for. Luke hasn't said anything yet. Luke, do you can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Luke.
Good evening, CB, Princess.
Hi Luke. Hi Luke.
Yeah, the
Happy
house is kind
Sunday
of
to you too.
yeah, the house is kind of cold. What's happening?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I said the house is kind of cold. What is happening?
cold.
Yes, my
It's
we
just three of us
quiet.
here.
No argument. I don't know.
No, it's just you, myself, and Coach Michelle. We are three.
I understand. I know. Coach Michel,
Yeah.
so what's the topic?
Today we are talking about the impact of having roles reversed in relationship, like the woman step into man pants and start doing the thing that were expected are normally expected from a man, like becoming the provider, becoming the person who like work too hard to keep that relationship going financially, physically, mentally, and morally. I shared a little video here from an influencer this past 2 weeks. She went live to just kind of express her frustration on how she has always been the provider there in all her relationship. I don't know if you saw that video. Did you see it?
No.
Okay, so I shared a little bit, and she was actually going live because she just had it. She couldn't take it anymore, and the guy was in the room, and then the whole thing just escalated. They started insulting each other like live. And what you could get from the life was that she was so frustrated that she's the one who does everything in that relationship. And in return, she's insulted, she's neglected. She even said that there was a time when she was pregnant, like he beat her up, something like that. Like, it was just awful. And now I'm like, what is the impact? Because now I'm wanting us to learn from this situation. What is the impact? What is the effect of roles being reversed in a relationship? Like the woman start doing the thing that was supposed to be done by the man. How does that impact the relationship? I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Is it in marriage or just relationship?
Oh, they live together. They're not legally married. They have like one or two kids together.
Okay, that's cohabiting.
Oh, you can say that.
Cohabitation. They're just living together,
That's
and it's actually her fault. Why would you agree to something
that's
like that?
cohabiting. You see, I feel that the man is wrong, but what I think most importantly is that women who do those things, they are not valued. Women,
Do what things?
if you start earning for the family, start making money for the family, the man won't value you. The man won't see you as, the man won't value you, something like that. That's how I kind of see it actually. There will be trouble. The man will think that you want to start making rules for the family, something like that, stuff like that. So the man won't value the woman like that because she's the one doing everything, and the man won't respect her. Yes, let me use that word, respect. Let me use that word, respect. The man won't respect her as she is, and the man won't be motivated to go out and also to go out and do something. If the man sees that the wife is the one bringing everything to the home, if you relax, what will he do? Nothing. She's providing for me. Let me just relax. And the man won't even do anything in the house again. The man won't do anything at all, like household chores. He won't do anything again. The man will feel that since my wife or the lady is the one doing those things, maybe she can still hire maybe a nanny or a house girl or a house boy to clean up the house, to do all those stuffs for them. So the man will be motivated. I feel it's a very bad thing when the chores in the house are reversed. When those things are reversed, it's a very bad thing. It's not right. It should be shared. It should be shared, and guys
Coach,
should and men
look,
should.
sorry to interrupt you. Um, that's why I always say that it's good for men to be domesticated, because there are some women that even when they take up the role of a provider, if you're helping around the house, they just might not feel so frustrated. You understand? And she'll understand that, okay, my husband is helping around the house. But can you imagine a man who does not even know how to pick up a broom and sweep, or even just wash the dishes in the sink? That can be very, very frustrating. She'll be like, "You're not even doing anything." And it's not necessarily his fault, because he doesn't even know how to do those things. Are you understanding? That's why, my son, you're going to learn how to cook, clean, wash. I want my daughter-in-law to pray for me, not insult me or start crying that the son I raised is not taking care of her.
There
You
are even
understand
some
what I'm
men who
saying?
can do that, but they wouldn't do it though. Like I feel like you have to set the tone in the beginning of the relationship
That's
because
exactly why.
yeah.
Yes, that's exactly why. I'm sorry, but this is me. When you're asking me out, I'll ask you, "Can you cook?" The guy will be laughing. Yeah, I'm serious. Can you cook? Because if, for example, maybe I'm in the hospital, maybe after childbirth, and we already have one child, maybe the child's like 3 or 2 years, I don't want my child to be eating indomie and biscuits. Can you make rice? Can you make soup? Because I'm not going to come back from the hospital to cook while you're there. I need to know that my husband's got my back. I need to know that my child will feed well when I'm not around or indisposed. That's what I'm talking about. But sometimes when you raise these topics, they'll just see it as maybe you want the man to be doing those things. No, there are situations. Where is Luke? Luke is no longer here.
Oh,
There are situations where,
look, we lost you. Come back, please.
yeah,
Okay.
there are situations where you need the man to step up, even if he's not going to do it like the woman will. At least you should be able to do some kind of little things, like bathe your children and get them ready for school if your wife is indisposed. You don't expect me to come back from the hospital now after giving birth. It doesn't matter if it's CS or normal delivery, then I'll start cooking soup for you or making. No, can't do all of that. My mom is already taking care of me, taking care of the newborn, and that's a whole lot of work on its own. Then you will not be there doing what? You just be moping. I don't want that kind of man. So I usually ask, are you domestic? Do you know how to sweep? Do you know how to clean? You need to know, these are basic life skills that some people should know. So even if you have domestic staffs, that doesn't mean that we should not still know how to do these things. They won't be there forever. There will be a time they might want to travel or take a break or something. Is your house going to be unkept?
There you go.
Hello?
Yes, look, you said
Uh,
something earlier that you said when a woman start doing the thing that the man was supposed to do, it causes the man to like not respect her or not something like that. But that was like usually women don't step and start doing those things because they want to do it. Usually it's because there's a lacking somewhere, like the bill being unpaid, the food not being, the grocery not being provided for, and she feels like, well, maybe if he he hasn't done that is because it wasn't in a position to do it, and then she'd step ahead and she does it, and before she knows it, 1 year 2 years in that relationship, she becomes the person who does it. So I feel like as a man, look, what can happen, what is happening in the mind of a man who just step back and let the woman take the how do I say it? Like he just relaxes and let the woman take the responsibility of leading a house physically, mentally, emotionally, and everything. What is happening in that mind, in that man mind at that time? You are a man. That's what I'm trying to like get you to kind of tell us
what a
what's
man
going on
can
there. What causes a man to leave all his
to
responsibility
me,
to his woman?
the network is breaking actually, so
Yeah, it's break.
that's
Yeah,
why
I
I'm
can
going
see
out.
that. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
You muted. You muted. You're
Okay, guys,
muted.
can you hear me now? Guys in the comment section. Oh, CB, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear
All
you
right,
now.
guys in the comment section, we have Raymond, we have Prince here. Let us know, according to you, what causes a man to leave his responsibilities to the woman that is dating or he's married to? What is happening in that guy or man mind? Go ahead, look.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Uh, I would say I will start with this. What a man can do, a woman can do. What a man can do, a woman better, even better. So when that guy sees the lady uh, taking up the responsibility and is relaxed, you'll be like, since she can do it, let me just leave her to do it. Let me leave her to do it for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months. When he sees that the lady is not complaining, she's doing it, he's not complaining, he'll feel relaxed. Oh, she's strong, she can do it. He'll feel relaxed. That's how I see it actually. That's how I see it. What a man can do, a man can do even better. So the guy will just be relaxed, and if she's doing it for 1 week, 2 weeks, and she's not complaining, the money is coming in, everything is going well, he won't do anything. He'll feel relaxed. And I think it's very, very bad. It's bad. So I would advise the ladies to maybe try and see how they can motivate him to do it. And once that bill is paid, they should shift back a bit. They should step back in a bit and tell the guy to take up his responsibilities.
You muted. Oh, she doesn't know she's muted.
Oh, she doesn't.
Sorry. Guys in the comment section, let us know what causes a man to leave his responsibilities to his woman. I will also say that we as women, we have to have a certain set of expectations. This woman in the video, at some point she said, maybe I lowered my standards too low, maybe I brought my standards too low, maybe I need to bring them up a little bit. Yes,
Not
you should.
maybe. She
You
her
should.
standards were extremely low. Not
Yes,
maybe. It's a fact.
please.
I actually blame her. As much as I feel sorry for her, I blame her. I mean, you tolerated it, you accepted all of that. You accepted to be what? A strong woman, what? Superwoman. No, that's not
Yes,
the definition of a superwoman.
Can
No,
I
that's not it.
can I say
Suffering.
something?
No.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
Can I say something?
yes, go ahead.
What about CB was talking about domestication, domesticated. I want to ask a question. What about guys who 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 grow up among ladies, as in is the only guy among the sisters? What about guys like that?
It's a red flag for me. Oh. If you're not domesticated, I'm not marrying you. That's something
I'm
that
not
I
talking
would
about
know while we were
domesticated.
dating.
What I'm saying is that what about guys who grow up among ladies, as in is the only guy among 7 girls in the home and is the
Okay,
only guy.
that is what he should do in that situation.
So what about? Do you also think that that can affect the relationship too? Do you think
Yes,
that
it
can
can
make?
affect
Uh,
a great deal. He has to start learning. I don't care if he's 40, he has to start learning because he didn't learn at home. That's why I said it's very important. You're cooking in the kitchen, call your daughter and your son to be in the kitchen. Let them see what is going on. Don't let him go to the parlor playing PS5 or his room watching cartoon. No, let them both do the chores. Let him understand that okay, I need to know these basic skills. When the sister is cleaning, let him clean too. Just bring them up together like that to avoid, because there are some, okay, there are situations where you will just need your man to help out. When a woman is indisposed, she can't do anything, and then the man cannot boil water and make ordinary eba. What's that? It's not nice. Now some men, there is already soup in the freezer, just to bring that soup out and heat it is a problem. When I hear women complain, I'm like, I don't understand. Did you not know that this man cannot do all these things before you married him? Did you not know? My dad, my dad can cook. Oh, he was one making. I told you since till I left SS3. My dad was making breakfast for us. So my mom never made breakfast for us going to school. My dad can cook. He can clean. But when we were growing up, we started taking all those things from him. We started doing chores as children. You need to know how to do it. Okay, when my mom had my kid sister, she was in the hospital for like, I don't know, is it almost a month? My dad was the
Mhm.
one taking care of us, school runs and everything. We missed our mom, yes, but at least he was able to take care of us. He was able to help
Yes.
out. That's what me I'm talking about. There's sometimes that some childbirth can be complicated. The woman cannot even come home, let alone thinking about, okay, my daughter has not been to school for 1 week. All those things she doesn't know. To the extent that my even my I remember my dad taking us to these Hausa women just to make our hair.
Yeah.
When we told him, we were like, Daddy, we are supposed to make our hair this weekend. The man was tired, but he still did it. It's not,
Yeah.
yes, it's not his regular routine, but he was still able to take us to make our hair because we were like, we should not come to school with rough hair. I'm just saying, he might not do it 100% like his wife will, but at least if you know your way around doing basic things, and if you know that yes, you are a father, it's your responsibility to take care of your child. You taking care of your child, you're not doing your wife a favor. That child came from you. That child is literally your legacy. So you're not doing your wife or your woman a favor by taking care of your own child. I hate to hear things like, hey, clap for this man or this man, he bath the pikin, do waiting. I don't like to hear things like that. That's your child. You are supposed to take care of your child.
I mean, I think we
So
have
my
to
dad
praise
did all
such
these things.
behavior so that other men can get inspired, Prince CB.
Yes, do all
And
these things. That's your child, for Christ's sake. Why should I be thanking you for carrying your child? Why should I be thanking you for changing diaper? I don't understand. That's your child. So I
anyway,
don't know.
I'm
Maybe I
thinking
feel
that
this way because I grew up in a house where
yeah,
women being stressed is not normal.
but I
May-
don't believe that any man or any woman wouldn't do a certain thing in their house because they were not brought up that way. I feel we can learn, right? We are flexible
That is what I'm
beings.
saying.
Like
Yes, you
even
have
if a
to
man
learn all
never
these things.
cooks, if that man loves you, it will put YouTube channel and go in that kitchen and start cooking. Like you will eat in
Or
that.
learn from the wife. You can learn from your
Unless
wife.
what
She'll
no, I'm
teach
saying
you.
that even if it's so spoiled, even by the wife, I know some wife who go like, "Baby, don't worry, I got this. I'll cook," and they enjoy cooking, and the man is like, "Why not?" But a man who loves you, the moment you cannot cook and you all have to eat, that man will even go on YouTube. It will put a video and it will fix something. It might not be good as yours, but at least you will
That,
see him trying.
that's true. That's
Sweeping
true.
Mhm.
I'm
sweeping the
sure that
floor. What does it take to sweep a floor? Like my 5-year-old, sometimes it's because I don't let him. He will come and start trying to wash dishes. Like
Please
anyone
let
can
him,
do
I beg.
anything.
like
Let
serious.
him. You don't know he's going to marry my daughter in the future. Please let him. Let him learn how
I'm
to sweep. Please.
because of domestication or up training. I'm not sure it's because of that. It all boils down to what Coach Mitchell said. It just boils down to love. If a man loves
Yes,
you, I'm not sure it's about home training. If a man,
yes,
everybody can learn. Everybody
But
can learn
it's
at any
part of it. But it's part of it because if he can do these things naturally, it will not be hard
yes.
to fit in.
There are people, there are things, there are situations when one can still do it naturally. And when they get married,
Yes.
the lady will still tell them to stop, that she didn't
yeah,
want to do it.
yeah.
It can
That's
And
what
happen.
I'm
that's the
saying.
So
That,
it
woman's
all boils
problem, not me. God
it all
forbid.
boys down to love.
Not me.
It all
that's what I'm
boils
saying.
down to
That
love.
even if as a man your woman chooses that, hey, I like to cook, baby. Please don't worry about it. Let me worry
That
about the
does not
kitchen.
mean that you sometimes just do it. Don't let her talk you out of it. Sometimes just do it. That alone is a turn on for me. Yes, a big turn on. Just do it. I, hmm, look, if I tell you beating why I don't chop for my papa hand because I try to make my mom's life difficult by not doing things that she assigned to me. My father does not like to see his wife stressed out. That Guy, I don't chop beating, no. Spanking, belt, cane. Ha! My dad does not like to hear that my mom is stressed out. If she assigns a chore to you or anything at all, do it. Because when she starts talking, before you know it, you've heard why. Hey, very serious beating. My dad can wake you up and deal with you. For just so I just kind of feel like when you
Yeah,
love a woman, naturally you don't want to
you
see
will
her
do it.
stressed.
And now coming back to the talking of standard, I have learned with my little experience of living in this world is that you cannot buy love. You cannot, anything that you do, you cannot do too much expecting that someone will love you back. Usually it never works out that way. And you get so frustrated because you're wondering, with everything that I do, all I'm asking, and she even said that in this video, like I said, it's a 10-minute video. I didn't want to go that long. She said, all I ever wanted was for you to sit and talk, but you just choose to ignore me. Like she doesn't mind giving all those things, and all she wants is a little bit of attention. But I'm going to say to a woman here listening to me, or we're going to be listening to me in the future, that you set the tone on how people treat you. Okay. And it's not a mistake that God said, love your neighbor like yourself, meaning that if you love the other person more than you are wrong. You have to love yourself. And you have to so love yourself that people coming around you can't help it but loving you. Meaning what? Princess said earlier, if you've been working out, like you went to work, you come out, you're all stressed out. Someone should be taking care of you. The person who has been home all day should be able to help you get at ease, feel comfortable. And if they cannot, I'm not going kind of practically, I'm kind of going into details. If they cannot do it, instead of you carrying your stressed self, like you're so stressed, you've worked all day, to go to the kitchen and start cooking because you're hoping that that person going to appreciate you. No, it's not going to work oftentimes because you get more cranky. And as a result, you like that crankiness can create the barrier, the distance between you and the person that you're trying to impress by overdoing yourself. Take care of yourself. If you're tired to take care of someone else, that's an alert that you have to stop and take care of yourself first. Put yourself first. Take care of yourself, care for your needs, and allow the other person to help you do that. And when you are rejuvenated, now you can take care of the other person. A lot of women are burned out in relationship. They're burned out in marriage because they try to do too much, hoping that they're going to find the love. They're going to get love in return. But we get in trouble when we come out of God's divine plan for our life. John 3:16 said that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, so that whosoever believe in him will not perish but have everlasting life. When you love, you give. So we have to stop trying to put up with people who do not give. When you love, you give. And if you're in a relationship and you are the giver and the giving is not reciprocated, you have no business continue in that relationship. If anyone knows me, you will know that I am one of the giver. Like I give, I'm a giver. But hey, I expect everyone around me to give me as well. And if you don't, we have a problem. It's not that when I give you, I expect something back. No, but I expect to receive, because if God has given me his son, what do you have that you wouldn't give me? So love gives. And if you're in a relationship and you're the only giver, there's a problem, because that giving has to be reciprocated. So that's all I wanted to share about women doing too much in relationship, because it never ends up well. And you're going to see the same man that you're doing everything for, that man turns around and be doing everything for another woman. We've seen that countless times. You provide for him and he provide for someone else. Um, Look, are you here? It's so quiet over here.
Yeah, I'm here. Yes.
Yes. So what is your advice to that young sister of yours That is listening. That is maybe in the same situation. She does all the giving, all the cooking, all the caring, all the sacrificing. And in return, she feels like she's not being appreciated. What would you tell her?
First of all, I'll tell ladies that don't start what you cannot complete. Don't start what you cannot end. Uh, the Bible says something that he that has put his hand in the plough should not look back. Should not look back. So if you have started doing something for something, complete it. Because if you don't complete it, they will label you a bad person. If you are already in that situation already and you already see what's happening, just take a step back and try and see from the background what is going to happen. Is it going to be motivated and come alive? Try and communicate with him and see what he's going to say or see if he's going to take action and come as a man. But if he doesn't, uh, I think to run, to run, to run, to run. That's what I'm going to say.
What about you, CB? What would you advise to that lady living this kind of
I
situation?
will advise her to remove herself completely from that environment, take a break, like separate herself. Let him realize that all those things that she was doing for him was because she loved him. But even at that, if she might, even if she ends up removing herself completely from his, from his presence, the environment and all of that, he still might not even appreciate her because, like I said, a man that loves you will not want to see you stressed. Like, he cannot take it. He can't take it. So she even if she retraces her step and she tries to do the right thing, he just might not even still come around.
Yeah,
When a
because
man does
it's
not
been
like
used to
you,
it, right? It's been used to
yes,
she doing
yes,
everything.
exactly. And he might just decide to, okay, you know what, let me pick myself up. And he will now start providing for one girl
Yes.
that does not even like him or respect him. I don't know why men do that to themselves. Sometimes when I see a man that likes a lady and she's not even reciprocating or showing any sign of likeness towards him, I'm like, why are you doing this to yourself? Just let this lady go. You guys are the reason why sometimes these ladies treat you like this. This one now might end up falling in love with a lady that does not value him. That's how this kind of thing happens. So she has made a mistake. They are not married. So yeah, she should just leave him alone and start afresh. She deserves better. She should just leave him alone and start afresh because that guy does not deserve her. Everything she's giving to him, he doesn't deserve it.
But I can also say that she has some healings to do because
That's why I said she should remove
before she
herself
met
from.
this guy, she had like one or two kids in another relationship. And she said, my mistake has always been that I give everything when I love. She has some healings
And
to
she
do.
keeps repeating that
She
pattern.
keep repeating
She
that
has to
pattern. That's
change
what I'm
her
saying.
pattern.
Yes, yes.
She
If
has
she's
to
not very
stop doing that
careful,
thing
yeah,
that she has been doing. It's not
there you
working out.
go.
You're still doing it. Come
There
on.
you go. She has to, like, if she was my friend, my sister, I would tell her to probably talk to a counselor and maybe just go about 1 or 2 years without dating. Just go through that healing process of rediscovering herself. You
Herself,
know,
yes. Be
yeah,
alone
rediscovering
by
herself,
herself.
knowing who she is and appreciating who she is, and not allowing anyone to come into her space who is not going to appreciate that. You understand? Like, that's what I would tell her. Like, learn to love yourself because guys, believe it or not, you show other people, you teach them how to treat you. You teach other people how to treat you. You take yourself seriously. You love you. You take care of you. You cherish everything about you, not just physically. That woman is so attractive. If I share her Facebook profile with you, she is so beautiful. Like, but does she know that? Maybe she has to take some time to understand who she is, to appreciate who she is. And then she will be able to open up to someone who will come and compliment that. It's necessary. There's a lot of healing to be done over there. I'm telling you, it broke my heart. She said, and she was crying at some point. She said, I might die. I could die. Like she was like, I'm hurting so much. When you get to that place where you have lost your cool and those kind of emotions start going through your mind to the point where you feel like you could die.
Can lead to depression. She's already
Yes,
depressed. She's
yes,
depressed.
yeah. The best thing to do is to step out. No dating. Because she even said, if you see me out, if you hear tomorrow that I'm going out with so and so just to look for my money, don't blame me, because loving too much has brought me to that place. So in a way to say that I could leave this relationship and just become like an escort or something, just going with men for money. You don't want to do that, because that's a losing game. That's
I
a
have
losing
learned
game. Yeah,
something from this her story, and that is women should respect men while men do the loving. I mean, that's the only
yeah,
way it can work. There's the reason why the
yes.
Bible says men love your wife, then women in return should submit and respect their man. That's I know it happened to her, but I have learned something from her story. A mistake that I am not going to make in my next relationship when I'm ready, because I'm not ready right now. That's a mistake I will not make. I would never, never show a man love and affection. You will do all of that by yourself because it's not working out. Like, you see the mistake she made. I have made that mistake twice, Coach Michelle, and it backfired. Every time I try to love a man, show him that I can be caring, I can be supportive, that I have a lot to offer. They just take advantage of me and then they leave. As much as I want to blame these men right now, I actually blame myself. I'm beating myself up. I'm like, you shouldn't have done this. You should have been smarter. You should have not made this mistake the second time again. So I can't judge her because she has made the mistake once, she made it twice, and I've also made that mistake again. I made that mistake again. So I've told myself, okay, fine. We're going to have to do it another way. And um somebody coming to change my mind, that's not going to happen, because recently I was chatting with a friend of mine. I've known him for years. So he was like, I need to tone it down, I'm too strict. I said, oh God, please don't tell me what to do. You don't know anything about my life. You've not dated me before. You don't know me. Like, you don't know me. I know who I am. I know the kind of woman that I am. So please don't tell me tone your expectations down. Or you know what? Don't do certain things. Men will run away. Let them run. Please run. Which one is don't do this, don't do this? I've seen women who do worse, live um lifestyles that are not even worthy, but they back the best husbands. Like, they have the best men coming for them and pampering
I
them,
think
giving
the
them the
best
queen
thing,
treatment.
what I've learned with
So
men
I'm
is that
done loving a man.
no, what I've learned with men, even for my own marriage, is that all those things that you have resoluted in your heart to start doing or to not do anymore, you don't have to tell them that. Especially when you start that new relationship, you don't have to tell a man, for instance, me, for instance, this is me. I live by
I'm not
this.
telling him.
I
I
cannot.
don't care.
For instance, I cannot overgive a man, like in a romantic relationship. For
Mm-hmm.
me, you have to be the one who does most of the giving. Even if I can afford something, I expect you, because you say you love me, you have to give. You understand? I will give you back too, but you have to give, because if you don't give me, then that tells me
You
something,
have
and
to
I'm not
give.
okay with
Yes,
that.
yes.
You have to give.
You have
But
to give.
I'm not gonna go tell someone that I'm not gonna give you. That can frighten that new relationship away. You're not gonna go tell them that I'm gonna let you do the loving, let you do the giving. Just don't
At this
do it.
point, I don't. myself. I don't
You
care
know,
about
just don't do it. Like I always say that for me, it's a red flag to maybe even be in a relationship with a man who asks me for money. It's a red flag for me right there. It doesn't matter how kind you are. I'm like, if you really respect yourself, you will not come and ask me for money. You will find
that's why
another way because you will try to impress me. But if you can come and ask me for money, that tells me something. And I don't
that's
like
why you
that.
know he's not into
Yeah,
you, because he will be embarrassed to ask
there
you
you
for
go.
financial help.
So, and it
Some
hurts
guys
them.
are into ladies, they don't, they'll be embarrassed of like, oh, I can't, let me just call my guy. Let me just, I can't. Yeah, but these days, some of these men, some, not generalize, some
I
of
can't
them
hear you, CB. I
not.
can't hear you.
I said these days, some of these men, they do not have shame. They do not have shame. Can you imagine? Uh, can you imagine a man asking you to borrow him part of your business money? He's going to refund. He's expecting a huge amount of money. You and who they do that one? I don't joke with my money. Oh. Not even with my family members, let alone you. No, I don't love rich like that. I'm not
I
the
mean, that
crazy.
tells you that tells you a lot about that man. Like, if you're my friend, just a friend, you want money, we can have that conversation. But the man that is dating you, one,
Dating
two,
me,
three,
no.
4 months into the relationship, he start asking you for money. That's a red flag for me. That's a
Red
that's a big red flag. But at the end of the day, like I said, ladies, you show those men how to treat you, how to treat you. So if you treat yourself, if you respect yourself, like it always start with like a negative words, you accept it, and then maybe a slap, you take it, and then maybe I don't know, it always start very small. But if you know who you
Yeah,
are
they'll
and you
tell
have,
you you're materialistic.
there you go.
You're materialistic. Why are you asking? Or I won't even ask. But if you cannot use your head, then I know that there's something wrong. I will not ask. But if you cannot use your head to give, because I am also a giver, so I want to see
Yes.
who gives, and you have to give more than I give you, because you are the provider.
And
The
one of the
provider.
reason why
That's
it's so important for the man to be a provider in a relationship is because that is something that God has placed in every man. It's something that is in them that they have to provide. So the moment that a woman become the provider, she's taken away from that man. That inner responsibility that was assigned by God. You are suffocating that. And the moment you start doing that, that relationship is more likely to become toxic.
and they are complaining that women do not respect them when they don't have money. How am I supposed to respect you when me myself, I'm the one paying all my bills? How am I supposed to respect you? I'm sorry, I cannot respect you. Give me something to respect. Give me something to submit to. Don't tell me what I should do. That's the problem. Everybody wants to tell, okay, you should do this, you should, but if you know what to do as a man, and you lead the relationship, and you take the bull, sorry, and you take the bull by its horn, and you're ready to lead, that woman will submit. You don't need to you don't literally need to say the word, I need you to submit to me, or I need you to respect me. You earn it by your behavior, the way you act, and all of that. You have to earn it. Don't tell me to come and submit to you when you are not doing anything. Or don't tell me to respect. What am I respecting? You are sitting down at home, you are playing video games, you're watching football. I'm supposed to respect you, and you're not bringing money to the house. I don't understand. What am I respect? I'm not respecting you. In fact, you will see disrespect pro max,
We are going
because
to
I'm
watch
out
soccer
there.
together.
I'm I'm out there working, and you sit down for us they play game.
We are going to watch soccer together.
Bros, that
We are
one
going to
no
play
go
games
work.
together.
All right.
I'll be I'll be
Yes.
seeing you as my bro. That's what I'll be calling. I say, bro, Alpha, because you are no longer my man. I will
We will
demote
watch,
you. Are you okay?
watch soccer together. Yeah.
But CB, I hope you are not gonna go in your next relationship with all the anger that you got from the past because that
That
would be detrimental. So
that's why I said I'm not ready now, because
okay.
I know the state I'm in right now. I'm not ready. I just want to give myself some time to cool off, because I will not say I'm not hurting. That would be a lie. hmm I'll tell myself the truth. I'm hurting, but then I'm relieved that I did not go into this
Yeah.
relationship. I mean, the relationship did not get to the level of marriage. We didn't get to
Yes.
that stage, because I'll be miserable by now.
Yeah.
So I am relieved. I am glad that that
I am
phase is
so
over.
glad you didn't make the mistake that a lot of women make by thinking that it's okay. I will just put up with it now, and then when I get married to him, I will change him. Big
No,
mistake. You never want to
absolutely
do
not.
that.
Absolutely not. I keep telling my friends,
That's
look,
right.
if you go
That's
into a relationship like,
right. Now,
he's going to change.
don't change him ever.
He's going to change. He's going to change. That thing annoys me. You want to change a full grown man? Are you okay? Why? You guys are not compatible. That's what it means. Why do you want to change him? It's just like, personally, I've told myself that I cannot be with a man that smokes. If you like, call it high expectation. That's your business. But I can't be with a man that
No,
smokes.
that's
I
I
can't.
call that
For
I call
so
that
many
minimum
reasons.
criteria. Thank you. It's not high expectation. Those are minimum criteria. Yes.
Coach
And you
Michelle, some men actually, I was chatting with, because I have male friends. I have them a lot. Because like me, I can't deal with a guy that smells like, baby, go calm down. A woman you be, man fit smoke, but woman no fit smoke. I said that's where you get it all wrong. I don't want to be with a man that smokes, because then that he might say, okay, you know what, for your sake, I'm going to stop smoking. That's a lie. He will never stop smoking. He will be hiding and smoking,
yeah.
and then before you know it, he's bringing it to the house. Before you know it, your little one, your toddler, is swallowing cigarette butts. There's ashtray everywhere. I can't I can't deal with all of that. Personally, I
And
do not like
no,
I
I
don't like
mean,
to inhale smoke from cigarettes. So I don't want all of that around, but I don't want that
of
drama. We'll have
course.
serious issues. And
Yeah.
then when we start having issues, they'll say you're being rude, you're being disrespectful, you're blah blah blah. So I don't want you to smoke. I don't care who you think you are. You're not smoking around me, because it will be a turn off. You might be good looking like Denzel, but I do not care. I will not date you because you're smoking. So
Thank you.
that's me.
Look, I feel like we the two ladies have spoken. We've spoken a lot, and you just kept quiet in the background. Do you have any final word before we call it the day?
Yeah. I was just silent because everything you were saying was just okay for me. That's why I was just that's why I was silent. I didn't want to oppose today, so everything was going as planned. So what I want to say is that for ladies, please, don't start what you cannot complete. If you know he does not have something doing, please, if you can communicate with him to start doing something, please do. But if you cannot talk to him, encourage him, please move on. If you find yourself in that situation already, I want to tell you, just step back, love yourself very well first. Step back and you you matter a lot. Love yourself very well and watch him. He's going to change or not. That's it.
Thank you, CB. I think you said it all. Is there anything else that you wanted to add?
Um, I think we've basically said everything. Just love yourself more, because when you love yourself, work on your self-esteem. Very
Yes,
important, because low self-esteem actually makes some women do things like this, and then these men will be smelling desperation.
they
They
do.
literally,
They do.
once they sniff it, they'll take advantage of you, and when they're done with
Mhm.
you, they will discard you, and then you start crying, men are scum. No, men are not scum.
Do you actually
You
know
just
that I was reading a book by a very famous coach, and he said that one of the characteristics from a woman that attract men is self-esteem. Like
mm-hmm.
it's so important because yeah, they can smell that low self-esteem, and it's never going to turn out good for you, the woman. Yes.
at all. They're just going to use you to maybe get to a
Yeah,
certain height and just, discard you like tissue
yeah.
paper. Like, you know what? I'm done with her. I can't deal.
So we
Can
need
you
to
imagine
we need to take
a
time.
man cheating you
Maybe she need to
and
take
then you're
time, like I was
forgiving him?
saying, build up your self-esteem. Like go to work to build up that self-esteem because it's actually going to help you
Mhm.
in the future.
Yes. Know when to say no. Even if learn to say no just for yourself. Say no, especially if you know that this thing is not right. Don't say, you know what, mm, I will just let it be. You keep letting a lot of things slide, and at the end of the day, you find out that you've dug yourself in a hole so deep that
Mm,
you can't even help yourself. You literally need someone to pull you out of that hole. That is not a place you want to find yourself. So when you love yourself, find out that, I'm not saying create unrealistic expectations when you want to be in a relationship or marriage, but at least there are some certain things that you cannot take, or that, mm, I don't think I'll be okay with this. So just that's why there's someone for everyone,
yes.
or that there are some people. That's why we talk about compatibility. I might not be compatible with Luke, but I'll be compatible with someone else. And Luke too might just, find someone else that he's compatible with. So just because, sometimes our dreams align does not mean we are meant to be together. Yeah. I will not lie to you. This my ex I'm talking about now. Our dreams aligned so much, and I was like, wow. I was seeing my future baby, so Coach Michelle. We
Wow.
even named our kids.
It was that
Look,
good.
can you get? Yes, it was that good. We named our kids, so when we small to know. A boy, a girl. Girl was going to look like me. The boy was going to look like him.
Oh,
I mean, I wrote it down in my diary because that's serious. That's why I said I'm
wow.
not ready for a relationship. I don't want to
Yeah.
hurt someone else.
Yes.
Hmm. So I need to heal. I need to, make sure that I am emotionally ready for another relationship
Yes.
before I.
When you're ready, our website, African About Date. I'm doing a lot of work there. So I decided to stop we remove all payment. So it's free. But not for a long time. It's
Oh,
just because I want to do like there's a lot of upgrades that need to be done and stuff like that. And for now, it's a free course. So whenever you're ready, sign up and see what you can find there.
okay. Thank you, ma'am.
That's
You're
great.
welcome.
That's great. Good.
You're welcome. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining in today. Thank you to UCB and thank you to Luke. Next week I will get in touch about next week topic. But it was great. I hope that someone comes across this video and learn something, and we all learn from Vanessa's story. So thank you so much, y'all. You have a good rest of the
How
day.
was the ceremony, Coach Michelle?
What was that?
That was the ceremony.
Oh, it was yesterday. The burial was yesterday. I think it was good. I haven't spoken with my siblings yet, so I will. But
Okay.
everything went fine. A lot of people who made the trip went returned safely, so that was good. I was praying for that because in Cameroon the roads are very kind of messed up, so I was kind of worried about people taking long trips to go. So a lot of them returned safely, and I will hear more today. I'm hoping to hear more today. Thank you for asking.
Okay. Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, praise
Yeah.
God.
All right, guys. Bye. Take care.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Luke.
Bye. Bye, CB.
Bye, Coach.
Bye, CB. Take care.
Imagine a world where borders are no barriers to love. Welcome to African Abroad Date, a platform for Africans living in the US, Canada, Europe, Australia, and beyond seeking meaningful connections. We've been in the business of love for over 5 years, helping millions find their match. We offer a community where you can search for potential partners based on location, profession, and more. Our profiles are verified, and we provide options to maintain your privacy. Our mission: to help you find lasting love no matter where you are. Sign up today at www.africanabroaddate.com. Bid loneliness goodbye. Let love cross borders, because with African Abroad Date, you're never alone.